Hi, I'm making my spicy chicken pasta and welcome to my kitchen. Now in the Fulvio household, pasta is king. Actually, pasta's queen. It's the sauce that's king. So the sauce is everything here. So we need to start, we get our hob on. You will find this really fast to do, which I think is handy if you're looking for a quick midweek supper. So we're heating up our saucepan and a drop of olive oil in there, or Irish rapeseed oil as you want. Now, for a base flavour, we're going to go with a bit of onion. So we pop our onion in, give it a stir around. And all you want to do is you just want your onion to soften a little bit. And that's going to bring a level of sweetness into this dish, because if you just threw the onion in and then everything else in on top, the onions would just really boil in the actual tomato sauce. So we don't want our onions now to overcook, so we'll just turn it down a little bit. That's looking nice. Now the next ingredient that goes in is passata. Passata is sieved tomatoes, liquid. If you have stockpiled and you have a few cans of tomatoes, all you have to do is put them in your blender and you will get passata. So similar vein. You might need to sieve it though to get the little seeds out, but it's in the same vein. But passata gives you a lovely smooth sauce, particularly if you have kids at home who don't like the bits. So in that goes. How quick is this? Okay, now with tomato sauce, they tend to be a little bit acidic. So to counteract that, put in just a little bit of sugar or honey, as you want. Then we're going with a bit of garlic. It's an Italian dish. There has to be garlic in here. So in that goes. Give that a nice stir around. Now I did say spicy. So spicy comes in the form of chili flakes. Now it depends how much you want. See, I can't handle too much chili, but I'm going to go with this amount and say my prayers. Hopefully it'll be alright. And we're going with a little bit of my secret salt, which is a flavoured salt. So pop that in. Okay. Next, all we need now is our chicken. And this here is chicken breast that I just cut into 1.5 centimetre strips, so it'll cook nice and fast and it'll work really well with the pasta. So pop that in and it cooks in the sauce. There we go. Now when you are buying your chicken, it's very important that you ensure it has the quality assured mark on it. That means it has been produced to the highest of Bobia standards. So you simply just leave this to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. Really depends on how small you've chopped the chicken. Lucky for you, there's one I made earlier. I'll have it back here. And it looks gorgeous because it does reduce down a little bit. So we'll heat that up and I cook the pasta as well. With the pasta, if you've overestimated how much you need and you cook too much of it, do remember you can use it for a bake the next day. You could maybe do a pasta chicken spinach bake the next day and it'll be lovely with the bechamel sauce. So you can definitely use your leftovers. So now, when I strained the pasta, I kept a little bit of the cooking liquid, because if I think my sauce is looking a bit thick, I can thin it out with a bit of the cooking liquid from the pasta, which is a great little tip. So now, next tip, the pasta goes back into the sauce. So here we go. I don't want it to go in one big lump. There it is. Whoops. That's for the chef later, maybe. Okay. I think that's enough. And we'll give this a little stir. Because I cooked the pasta a couple of minutes before I started to record, and I didn't purposely put butter on it because I wanted it just to be able to soak up all the lovely flavours of the sauce. So now a little drop of the liquid goes in here, and all we do is we just heat this up and we're ready to serve. So it's a really quick, handy recipe. It's lovely. I do think it needs some herbs. So while that's just heating up, I'm going to grab some basil from over here. And if you wanted to dress this up a little bit more, you could of course add in things like maybe some dried oregano would be lovely in here, but other flavours that work very well here would be a bit of smoked bacon. So the smoked Irish bacon with the chicken is a lovely combination. So there we go. I think that's enough basil. We don't want it to overpower. And we're ready to serve. So we get a little spoon to serve and a little something to garnish perhaps. Maybe a bit of rosemary. Yeah, I think the rosemary would be nice. Oh, and there I've got some flat leaf parsley, which would be very Italian. That's going to look very nice with it. And dinner is up. Turn off our heat here. There we go. I keep dropping that pasta today. There we go. Now, here's our bowl. So I've gone with a nice vintage bowl that I have in our farmhouse, and we serve this up and it smells divine. I just hope I didn't overdo it with the chili flakes. Now, I am not finished yet. I have, there's my little bit of rosemary and my little bit of my flat leaf parsley, but to finish it, you tear off some mozzarella or some local goat's cheese would be really nice with this too. And that just finishes it off and the mozzarella will melt into it. It is like pasta and pizza together. And to encourage healthy eating in the household, I have married that with a little mini salad shishi, tongue-in-cheek. Look at the size of the salad. But it does showcase everything from our garden here in Ballynockin, and it goes to show you what you can still get fresh in the garden at this time of the year. So there you have it. Spicy pasta, which I think you love, with a lovely bit of chicken in it. Enjoy it. Buon appetito!